Alright, so I've done this type before in the past with ABA, but simply put, there isn't much more information on that game, so I can't exactly make another video out of that. So I've decided to move on to a new game, and this time I'm going to be doing anime adventures because I have an unhealthy addiction to this game. As the title states, all the information in this video will be completely useless, however I actually recommend you stay till the end of the video as some of the information is still really interesting, and you may actually learn something along the way. Also, one more thing, a majority of my information here comes from the community wiki, so take it all with a grain of salt because they're not 100% accurate all the time. With that all out of the way, let's stop wasting time and get right into the useless information. There are 108 normal and evolved mythics in the game. Of the secret units, there are only 16 normal ones and 17 of them evolved. Out of all the mythics in the game, Aizen has the most evolved forms coming in at 4. These 4 forms are Aizen Betrayal, Chrysalis, Fusion, and Final. Out of all the secret units, Kite has the most forms, also coming in at 4. The forms for this unit are Kite Focus, Frenzy, Lethal, and Precision. Excluding the evolved form of these units, there are 65 unobtainable secret units in the game. Some of the ways you could have obtained these secret units are by summons, events, dungeons, portals, leaderboard, Infinity Castle, weekly tournaments, battle passes, codes, and raids. Out of the ways I just listed, events by far have the most of the unobtainable units with 24 of them, not including the evolved forms. Throughout the game's lifespan, there have been 6 different keys you could have used. This is how the wiki determines how good a character is. I'm not going to explain this all, but I will put the picture on screen here. The perfect stat cube is actually based on the Honkai cube from Honkai Impact 3rd. If you guys don't know what that is, I don't either. It looks like it might be a mobile game or something like that. Now on the wiki post that said this, a full-blown argument erupted in the comments of that, with people talking about fair use laws, property felony, and for some reason Donald Trump got brought up. Needless to say, I don't think the anime adventure devs are going to go to federal prison over this. Currently, there are 16 different story mode maps, each of them having 6 levels. Fabled Kingdom, Hero City, and Puppet Island are all missing the boss photos on the wiki. Out of all the codes the game has ever had, Code Release is arguably one of the worst ones because it only gave you 50 gems. According to the wiki, there are 32 expired codes. Some of the new names just don't make any sense. For example, Luffy uses Gear 4 in both his forms, but his evolved name is Luffy Gear 4. Fujitora's name is also similar as it changes from Fujitora to Fujitora Admiral, despite the fact that he was an admiral the entire time. This can simply be boiled down to just not knowing what to name the characters, but I thought it was kind of funny. User Lord Fibber Jamal on the wiki posted this photo of his inventory, stating that he is free to play. Needless to say, this got a lot of attention, and most people accused him of not being a free to play player. So there are only 3 possibilities I could think of. Either 1, this photo is fake as shit, just completely photoshopped, which wouldn't be out of the question. 2, he's not a free-to-play player and he actually just bought a lot of this stuff, which is also very possible. Or 3, when he was born, he tanked all of his points into luck, and that's how he's able to do this. Being real though, he probably isn't a free-to-play player, and if he somehow is, then holy shit. I mean, I don't think I need to explain how lucky Iolaus is. This is insane. Units can come from one of 30 different anime series that are represented in Anime Adventure. I'm not going to read them all off because that's going to take like half the video, but I will have them on screen here scrolling past, so let me know if I missed any, but I think this should be all of them. On the alien spaceship level, if you follow the route that I'm showing on screen right now, you will eventually fall into a secret room which contains a capybara. Pretty random Easter egg, but I like it. On the new Puppet Island level, there are secret buttons that can be found around the map which display secret codes. So far, I've only been able to find 2 buttons, but according to this wiki post I found, there are actually 3 buttons, with the final one unlocking a secret invisible parkour path. If any of you have been able to figure this out, let me know down below because I've been absolutely stumped for days. Currently, there are 7 raids in the game. These raids are the Shiganshina District, Hidden Sand Village, Infinity Train, West City, Storm Hideout, West City Freeze's Invasion, and the Entertainment District. Before, players would have to buy a raid ticket in order to actually play a raid. This was removed in update 10.7.5. Relics were added in update 7. The Karakura Town relics became unobtainable after a certain update. You can still get the parts required to craft these relics, however there's no way to craft them. I'm not quite sure why this change was made, but it seems rather pointless if you ask me. As far as I can tell, these are the only non-event related relics that have been made unobtainable, so I just don't get why they did it. According to the Discord, the very first mythic to ever appear on the banner was Broly. Back when the game was still new, Broly was considered to be the best mythic in the game, but now it's considered one of the worst. According to the wiki, there are 102 unique blessings in the game, not including blessings that are given by skins. When it comes to skin blessings, there are actually 31 of them. Fugo is the only unit in the game that can deal poison damage. Usopp was the first unit to deal exclusively true damage. Crush is the only unit in the game to deal Shatter, which removes all shields instantly. This is super effective if you're still grinding the demon portals, which I guess is actually a piece of useful information, so yeah, if you stayed this far, there you go. Some other unique effects are Gyutaro's Overcrit, Shigaraki's Decay, Lux's Bloodlust, Escanor's Sunshine, and Aki's Curse Stack. So far, there have been 94 evolution items in the history of Anime Adventures. Most of the evolution items have some sort of canon connection to the character that it's meant for, except for Rengoku, who's evolved by using a donut on him. One of the rarest units in the game is Shiny Evolved Lelouch. Despite being so rare, Lelouch is not exactly a great character and more exists for flexing rights than anything else. You cannot get shiny units until level 5, and you cannot get secret units until level 20. On the Time Machine wiki page, there's a warning about using it for long periods of time. The warning is as follows. You should participate in this daring event with caution, as AFKing for a long time could lead to your PC/mobile device to overheat and possibly destroying your device and burning down your town. The original max level you could get your units to was 60. Superior 1 is the most common trait in the game with a 29.97% chance of rolling it. There are 18 traits in the game, with half of them being Superior, Range, and Nimble. According to the wiki, Gon has the largest no trait AoE in the game at 52 range. Nijiri is the third magic air damage type unit to be added to the game. At the time of recording this, there are 25 or 26 NPCs in the main lobby, depending on if Bulma is there or not. This is not counting alternate dimensions or lobbies. If you're in an alternate dimension and you use a Star Remnant to teleport out of that dimension, then you can completely destroy how the lobby looks just for you. There are 15 emotes in the game. The most expensive emote you can purchase is Flex, which costs 200 trophies, and that's pretty fitting if you ask me. There are 24 different doors that will take you to a level. There are 5 in the challenge room, 13 in the main playroom, 5 in the raid room, and 1 in the Infinity Castle. Mob, Wishgirl, Guts, L, Joy, Wiz, Beerus, Issei, Muzan, Gilgamesh, Zeno, Crollo, and Maki are all NPCs in the main lobby, but not units in the game. Bulma, Shanks, Killua, Trunks, Kisuke, Kakashi, Law, Escanor, Nami, Zoro, Genos, Gojo, and All Might are all NPCs in the main lobby and units in the game. According to this super old wiki I was able to find, the original mythics in the game were All Might, Armin, Broly, Diavolo, Levi, Madara, and Rengoku. On the same wiki, I was able to find an original tier list from July 6th of 2022. As you can see, Broly was the best mythic in the game, with Madara, All Might, and Diavolo following in one tier below him. It's sad to see though that even back then, my boy Rengoku was getting shafted, being put straight in the A tier. But alongside Rengoku in A tier, we have Levi and Armin as well. And as we can see at the very bottom, this tier list is made by Guest213253, and it's cut off there, so that might be a longer name, I'm not sure, but that's what we can see. At the time of recording this, Anime Adventures has reached 1.1 billion visits, which is insanely impressive for a Roblox game, so good job on the dev team. Anime Adventures also has a 92% positive rating with over 400,000 votes. Once again, insanely impressive. The main lobby can hold up to 30 players at one time, however this can change depending on what type of map you're going to be going into. Anime Adventures was created on December 12th, 2021. There are 5 game passes that you can buy. The cheapest game pass you can buy is Unit Storage for 99 Robux, and the most expensive is Shiny Hunter for 1,299 Robux. There's actually a story behind Anime Adventures. According to the description of the game, An unknown event has caused endless amount of enemies to start attacking the various worlds, and it's up to the players to gather the strongest heroes together and combat these invaders. Alright, so that was 10 minutes of useless information about anime adventures. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and then check out my other useless information videos. I'll put them on screen here. That being said, I'll see you guys next time.